The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
That game was crazy enough. I couldn't imagine weather getting in the way. Thankfully, they were inside. But also, rain has stayed away from us. So we had some calm weather as a lot of people were driving back and forth. It looks like we're going to be calm for the next couple of hours at least. I do want to pause the radar and show you the amount of lightning that's going on right now. Most of it's concentrated in parts of Mississippi and Alabama. But if we turn the counter on, that's not the counter. That one's the counter. 67 within the zone that we're looking at right this minute. If we zoom in out a little bit, there's some more off towards the west. That line stretching to Louisiana and Mississippi puts it up towards 223. Now, I don't think we're looking at too much in terms of thunder. We've been cool for a while. And with the cloud cover, which brought us a little bit of rain on Saturday and some extra rainfall for today, a lot of us are seeing temperatures that are going to stay cool enough that it's going to be hard for storms to form. Let's take you through it on the future tracker. Most of us are kind of dry until we get towards Monday afternoon. But once we get to about 6 p.m., there's some more consistent rain that arrives. I think by 11, we're looking at that major line coming through. So that's probably some of our heaviest rain. Some rumbles of thunder, might get some flooding as the night goes on further towards south side. But a lot of our rain totals have been pretty light. So even though we were looking at kind of a high flood risk earlier on, not quite the same conditions at this point. By 3 a.m., some of that heavier rain's up towards Lexington and making its way towards the northeast. Cooler air on the backside of this system mixes with that moisture to turn into a wintry mix in the highlands early on Tuesday. But give it a few more hours and we're pretty dry, staying dry as this cold front moves off towards the east and the high pressure moves in. Now, since air is moving clockwise around it, that's going to come from the Great Lakes. It's going to be colder, and it's going to end up drier. A lot of us have quite a bit of sunshine, with temperatures falling back towards around average. On Monday, most of us are still a little bit higher than the average mark. Roanoke at 52, Lynchburg at 54, and then basically there at average on Tuesday, with Roanoke at 50 and the NRV at 46. Wind-wise, it is going to be pretty calm on Monday as that system comes through, but behind the system, once the cold front is finished up and we start to dry out, wind gusts pick up towards 30, 40 miles per hour. They're the same winds that are bringing in that colder air. Wednesday gives us some calmer wind to set us up nicely for the later part of the week. Tonight, we still hold on to plenty of heat. Bedford at 48, Floyd at 45, but we can't warm up too much on Monday because of the system coming through. Roanoke's at 52, Danville at 54. Some rumbles of thunder. The severe risk stays pretty well towards our south, as does the main flood risk. And then on Tuesday, we dry out as about noon, and then we've got higher winds coming in. Roanoke is at 50, with some slightly cooler temperatures in some places as we get through the middle of the week. We are going to see a little bit of a bump in temperatures on Thursday. We technically get a piece of a warm front coming through, but it's not going to be major. The cold front associated with that comes through on Saturday. It's going to cause us a little bit of rainfall, and then after that, we have colder air coming in. That'll bring Sunday down towards 40, being the first time we're below average for quite a while in February.